I used to think my cat was totally fine when I left for work. She had food, she had water, she had 3 different beds. I figured, she sleeps all day anyway, what's the problem? Then my vet said something that genuinely stopped me cold. She said, your cat knows exactly when you leave. She knows exactly how long you've been gone, and she feels every minute of it. I drove home that day and completely changed how I prepared to leave the house. This video is what I wish someone had told me before I spent 2 years doing it wrong. 5 things your cat actually needs before you walk out that door. And tip number 5 is the one almost nobody talks about, but it might be the most important of all. Before we get into the tips, I want to share something that completely changed how I think about my cat alone. Most of us picture our cats like this when we're gone. Sleeping, relaxed, unbothered. But researchers at Oregon State University ran attachment studies on cats, similar to the ones done on human babies. What they found? Cats form genuine, secure attachment bonds with their owners. When their owner leaves, a measurable stress response triggers. Cortisol, the stress hormone, rises. The sneaky part? Cats are biologically wired to hide every single sign of it. So your cat looks fine, acts fine, but underneath, their nervous system is working overtime the entire time you're out. Once I understood that, everything I'm about to share you made complete sense. Tip 1, and this one genuinely surprised me. Your cat is not just watching you leave. They are memorizing the sequence of how you leave. Think about your morning right now. You probably do the same things in roughly the same order every single day. Without realizing it, keys go in pocket, bag goes on, shoulder, shoes go on last. Your cat has that entire sequence memorized. The moment you pick up your keys, their body already knows what's coming. Here's why that matters. When that sequence is consistent, your cat's brain registers it as safe information. Owner is leaving. Owner always comes back. This is normal. But when the sequence breaks, you leave at a random time, skip breakfast, rush out differently, your cat has no anchor. Their brain registers it as unpredictable, and unpredictable means potentially dangerous. The fix is genuinely simple. Leave at the same time every day. Feed at the same time every day. Yes, including weekends, even if it's inconvenient for you. That consistency isn't just a schedule. To your cat's nervous system, it's a promise. You left before, you came back, you'll come back again. Tip 2. I promise I'm not going to make this weird, but we need to talk about the litter box. Specifically, scooping it before you leave. I know, you're thinking, really, that's a tip? But hear me out, because this is the single most skipped thing on this list and the connection most owners never make. Cats are hygiene animals at an almost obsessive level. A dirty litter box doesn't just inconvenience your cat. It genuinely stresses them out. When you're home, a slightly dirty box is manageable. They know you'll clean it. They can find you. They feel in control. But when you leave for 8, 9, 10 hours, that same box becomes a rising source of anxiety with every single hour. Cats who are stressed about their litter box start going outside it, start over-grooming, start hiding. And their owners spend months trying to figure out what went wrong, not realizing it started with a dirty box. At 8 a.m., before any long absence, scoop everything, both boxes. If you have them, it takes 90 seconds. The return on those 90 seconds is enormous. Tip 3, and this is one of my favorite ones because it costs literally nothing. Leave a window uncovered. That's it. Just one window with a view of something. Outside, birds, people walking, squirrels, traffic, anything that moves. Here's what's happening in your cat's brain at that window. Their entire sensory system is built for one thing: detecting patterns and movement. It's the predator brain, running in the background 24 hours a day. A window with activity gives that brain something to do. It's passive enrichment, meaning your cat doesn't have to work for it, it just flows in. And studies on feline environmental enrichment show cats spend an average of 2 to 3 hours at an active window during alone time. That's 2 to 3 hours of engagement instead of pacing. Then before you leave, I call this activating the territory. Do 2 or 3 tiny things. Move a cardboard box to a new spot. Leave a paper bag open on the floor. Hide 3 or 4 treats in different corners. These micro changes give your cat something real to investigate, something new to discover. A cat that's exploring is a cat whose brain is pointed outward, toward the environment, instead of inward toward Your absence takes 2 minutes, changes their entire afternoon. Tip 4, and this one explains something that used to drive me crazy. Why does my cat ignore every single toy I buy within about a week? The answer is actually really simple once you understand how a cat's brain processes objects. A cat uses movement and unpredictability to decide if something is alive. The moment an object stops being unpredictable, the moment they've figured it out, their brain files it under not alive, not relevant. That toy becomes furniture, invisible. So when we talk about enrichment that actually works for a cat alone, we're not talking about toys. We're talking about problems to solve. Puzzle feeders loaded with part of their daily food, so they have to work through a challenge to get the reward. Lick mats with a thin layer of wet food or meat paste. Treat balls that roll and dispense randomly on hard floors. These work because they move or require effort or both. They trigger the actual predatory sequence in your cat's brain, and completing that sequence releases the same satisfaction that a hunt would. One more thing, rotate what you use. A cat that has solved the same puzzle 40 times is far less engaged than one meeting something new. Variety keeps genuine curiosity alive, and genuine curiosity is one of the best indicators that your cat is actually coping well while you're gone. And now tip 5, the one I said almost nobody connects to the problems it causes. Leaving a big pile of food before you go. I did this for months. Seemed practical, seemed kind. Just pour extra food so she's never hungry while I'm out. Turns out it was one of the worst things I could do, for 2 completely different reasons. Reason 1, stress eating. Cats under anxiety eat compulsively. It's a coping mechanism. Unlimited food sitting in a bowl during a stressful absence is an open invitation to overeat. Vomiting, digestive issues, weight gain. Many owners spend years managing these symptoms without ever connecting them back to that pile of food left out every morning. Reason 2, and this is the one that really got me. Feeding time is an anchor. Remember tip 1 about how your cat's security is built on predictable patterns. Feeding time is the most powerful anchor in your cat's entire day, more than any other routine event. When food arrives at the same time, their nervous system gets a signal. Environment is working. Owner exists. Things are as they should be. When feeding time comes and nothing happens, that same system produces the opposite signal. For any absence that spans a meal, an automatic feeder is not a luxury item. I used to think it was. It's the difference between your cat's most important daily anchor holding while you're gone or failing. I switched to scheduled automatic feeding about a year ago. The change in my cat within 2 weeks was genuinely noticeable. She stopped pacing before meals, stopped the 4 a.m. wake-up. Calls just settled. Not because anything dramatic changed, because the one thing her nervous system needed most became finally completely reliable. And for any overnight absence or longer, please arrange someone to come by twice a day if possible, not just to fill the bowl, to actually spend time with your cat. Most cats will tolerate a day of solitude. Extended isolation, days without human contact, is a different experience entirely, even for the most independent cat you've ever met. Here's what I want you to take away from all of this. Your cat is not indifferent to your absence. They notice when you leave. They notice how long you've been gone. They notice when the patterns you keep hold and when they break. None of the 5 things I talked about today are complicated. None of them are expensive. A consistent routine, a clean litter box, an open window, something real to explore, a feeding schedule that never fails. That's the difference between a cat that merely survives your absence and one that genuinely rests while you're away. Your cat can't tell you what they need, but now you know. Drop a comment below. Which tip surprised you most? Or tell me what you already do for your cat before you leave. I read every single one. If this changed how you think about your cat, subscribe. Every week we go deep into the science and instincts behind cat behavior that most owners never get told. See you in the next one.